Yeah, man. Candyman 21, The Bee's Knees. Are you ready? Holy shit. That should be the undertitle. This is The Bee's Knees. That would be cool. So yes, they made a new Candyman. Oh yeah. We these days we are getting a lot of great titles. Some of them are good, some of them hold, some of them are a bit disappointing. And in my perspective, in my point of view, the Candyman 21 was somewhere not what I thought it was going to be. I actually thought it would be 21, rough, you know. The violence in some of the movies these days are pretty out there. I just saw the new comic animation movie on Netflix. You know, the Witcher something. I can't remember the title. That was pretty fucking graphic, and that was only an anime. But yeah, some anime shows are really fucking cool. You know, Goblin Slayer, or Tsukuduchi, the classic. But that's almost too much. But to take it back to Candyman 21, I'm not fully on board. Let me say it like this. I don't even think I'm gonna buy it. Maybe, but it have to be really cheap. It's not a movie because when I buy a movie, I'm sure I want to see it, and right away, not in 5 years or in 1 year. I never have movies on my shelf, like other geeks have, still with shrink wrap on it. No, I see the movie, I buy, and if I don't, I'm not buying. And my collection is all movies I would see again, not, and for sure that's the whole idea in my collection. So it's a special collection. I'm operating with. But yeah, Candyman. I have on DVD what you have, apropos part 3, and yeah, I like it, number 3, and the original Candyman. I don't have part 2, and I'm not at this point. I'm not missing it. I love the first one, and the score in the first one was also freaking awesome. Very dark and very gothic. And so I was getting those vibes from the poster, and I don't know, the maybe just something I thought in my head. Oh, this is gonna be great. They know what they're doing now with the Candyman. It's gonna be better than number 2 and maybe even number 3. It's not gonna kick the original ass. I wasn't expecting that, but because that's a pretty cool movie in my world. Pretty fucking great movie. One of the best Clive Barker adaptations. Almost not as good as Hellraiser, but not many movies are as good as Hellraiser. No. So on the plus side, we have this is a sequel. It's not a reboot. That could be cool also, but that would be just dumb because the original is perfect. So, in my world, in my head, this is a sequel, and it's not only a sequel in the small understandings. It's a pretty big one, because it kind of expands, or what you call it. It's making the Candyman universe a bigger, without spoiling anything. It adds on the whole, inner core of the story. It makes it a bit more than just a story about a young artist who fell in love with the wrong color girl, and then he get tortured and killed, horrifically, and so bad that hell is throwing him back into the ring to raise horror and kill kill people, and give them candy in a very poetic way, or what you want to call it. But so this one is actually, it's not only following the story, it kind of adds on it, and a lot, without spoiling anything. And that was a good surprise. That was on the plus side. I kind of dug that. The violence is a bit off screen. We got a lot of the camera simply just turns away, and then you hear the mayhem, and then you maybe see some blood on the floor. Rolling, dripping, whatever. Or I don't know. One thing that it annoyed me at the and that was very halfway in the movie. They use a lot every time they are telling the past story, and they do that a lot in this one. They use, like paper clippings, like a pantomime. It looks like, some pantomime. It's very Disney in that in that way, and for my taste, they use that not too much, but way too much. We have I don't know, over 5 scenes in the movie done by paper clippings, and big scenes where they have footage from part 2, especially. And I can see the gimmick. I can see the artistic choice in it. But if you're making the same artistic choice, it's becoming, it's like peeing yourself in the face. It's not very productive. It's just become plain. At the end of the movie, it's like, am I watching a Cartoon Network movie or a freaking Candyman movie? It's very PG in that way. Some you have some neck slashing, but you would expect at least 1 or 2 neck, slashing, throats to be cut open, and that's frankly all you see in this movie. You see maybe 2 throats wide open, and I'm not trying to sound like some kind of bloodthirsty arsehole, but in the Candyman universe, especially, this is 29 years after the first one, and the first one is even more, out there. So it's a more safe version than the one that's almost 30 years older. And it just didn't hit all the right marks. I'm not calling it a bad movie. It's just very mediocre. It had a little nice surprise at the very end. And once again, when a movie does that, giving you the best part of the movie inside the last 5 seconds of the movie, it's kind of a lame move. It's kind of, like it feels like a desperate move to do something extra spectacular, so you can, you can have that also, and maybe it would add up to you thinking, oh, this is great, because the last thing you saw and heard was fucking epic. And in my head, I'm quickly reminding myself, oh yeah, that was the most epic shit in the whole movie, but it was the last 3 seconds only. And also the new stuff they're putting in, and some of it I like, but some of it is taking away the whole the total picture. Our, at this point, very edged in knowledge of who Candyman is and what he stands for and how poetic he is, the figure, and Tony Todd's personification of the Candyman is one of the greatest villains ever in horror history. Totally with all rights deserved to be up on the shelf with stuff like Christopher Lee and Vincent. I'm even thinking, like Vincent Price when I think of Tony Todd's Candyman. He's just so freaking awesome, and I don't know why they didn't use him in this movie as the main Candyman. And that's another part. All of a sudden, there's more than one Candyman. It's like becoming a whole franchise of Candyman in the franchise. I wasn't sold. It wasn't, as I said before, it wasn't a crap movie. It was just very plain, very I think the way I see this one is exactly the way a lot of people see part 3. But I don't see part 3 as the majority of people. I actually think it's, I don't know why I love that movie compared to this one. But maybe it's the babe from Baywatch. Maybe it's the whole surroundings, the town it concerns. I just like that more. That was, I could watch that again tonight. And of course, part 1, the first, the original Candyman. That's cool shit. So, in short, I actually think they kind of lost they kind of, it slipped. There was a little banana peel in this version. It didn't hold. For me, it's not great. It's not fucking bad. It's just a mediocre horror movie. And as I said, the good thing about it is it gives you a little more on the Candyman canon, the story, but it's a new angle. It's not. I don't think this is. I could be wrong, but it doesn't feel like this is written by Clive Barker. It doesn't feel like it. Could be. You never know. Clive Barker is getting older also, but it didn't have that Clive Barker feel to the story. It had more of a, what should I compare it to? Freddy Krueger, like, but 4 and 5 and 6, like, oh yeah, sure, that works, kind of enough for 90 minutes at least. So yeah, so that's my take on the new Candyman, and I'm not gonna make a video about the new M. Night Shyamalan Dang Dong. No, the movie is called Old, and let me tell you what. I saw that yesterday, and wow, we were. Wow, we were. That was not bad. That was freaking bad. That was really bad. That movie is gonna make me a naysayer. That's for dang sure. And I'm saying nay to seeing that movie again. Holy crap! Wow. That was not only bad. That was also dumb. It was directly dumb. Literally, it was like, oh my god. M. Night Shama whatever. He really, when he screws the pooch, he screws the pooch, and he screwed the pooch on Unbreakable Part 3, and he also, I can't even remember that the other titles when he screwed the pooch. I still have flashbacks of me sitting in the movie watching the third installment in the Unbreakable. The part 2 was actually pretty good, but the third one, that was like, holy crap. It was like, did he even try to make a movie? But then, yesterday I saw Old. Wow. The only reason I saw the rest of the movie was that I was paralyzed over how bad it was, so I couldn't move for 2 hours ungefähr. That's the movie. That's the length of the movie. I don't know, 1 hour and 48, 52, I don't know. But Rausch, you got everything in this movie. You got stuff from The Lost. You got stuff from I don't know, from any island movie you can imagine. To speak of Dr. Moreau's Island, I was about to say, stuff from all over, and a lot of idiotic situations that don't make any freaking sense unless you want it to make sense. It doesn't have to be. I know it's movies. He's supposed to. It could be Willy Wonka's fucking chocolate factory, or any scenario. Freddy riding on a witch broomstick, and it's cool. But when it's not cool, and when it's nonsense, and when it's just like washed out, holy crap, that was bad. I would give that a 1 out of 10. That was maybe even better than what was the name of the movie yesterday or the day before. I can't even remember, but because I don't go around remembering bad movies. So yeah, I just got that out of the system. Old, fuck that movie. Candyman 21, yeah, all right, not great, but okay. I don't know why they said that. Yeah, that was a bit exaggerated, but yeah, it was not bad, but it was not great. So that's it. Hope you have a nice day, and yes, enjoy some cool movies. What am I going to see today? Oh no, I just discovered a new series. No, an old series. It's called Schitt's Creek. That's awesome. That's funny. Yeah, and I'm gonna watch some wrestling, I think. So that is it, man. That's it, man. It's done. We're done talking about Candyman, and we are especially done talking about the movie called Old. And yeah, I would recommend Candyman on a Sunday, so it's perfect if this video goes up today, Sunday. It's a Sunday horror movie. This is not too bad. We have 7 days a week, and one of them is Sunday, so it's all right. We need a certain percentage of Sunday horror to manage. It's not the movie getting 2 thumbs up now. It's you for watching the video. Domaragato, thank you very much, room. Even Pinhead says he's tearing your soul apart. Bye now.